Hi everyone, in today's session we will discuss about implicit weight. First of all, let's discuss what is implicit weight. Okay, implicit weight is a special command which tells the Selenium ID to wait for this amount of time before throwing no such element exception. Okay, so you can say in implicit wait we define some time. Okay, like 30 seconds, 1 minute, and for that amount of time Selenium will wait before throwing no such element exception. Okay, let's take one scenario to understand what is implicit wait. Okay, let's suppose in a script I am clicking on element 1. Okay, and we have another command, click on element 2, and we have another command, click on element 3. Okay, so let's suppose in a script we are performing three click operations. First click is on element 1, second click is on element 2, and third click is on element 3. Okay, and let me tell you one more thing. In Selenium IDE, a default value for implicit wait is 30 seconds. Okay, and you cannot change in Selenium IDE. Guys, in Selenium WebDriver you can change the value of default implicit wait. Okay, default implicit wait in Selenium WebDriver is 0, and you can change it to any amount of time in Selenium WebDriver. Okay, but in Selenium IDE you cannot change the value. Default value is 30 seconds. Okay, now let's understand the scenario of implicit wait. Let's we have one scenario in which we are performing three click operations, or you can say we have a script in which we are performing three click operations. First we click on element 1. Okay, second we click on element 2, third we click on element 3. Okay, and in as I told you in Selenium IDE we have default 30 seconds of implicit wait. Okay, now let's understand the benefit of implicit wait in Selenium IDE. Okay, so first of all Selenium IDE will try to click on element 1. Okay, if element is visible on the screen, then Selenium IDE immediately click on that element. Okay, and then our next statement is click on element 2. Okay, if this element is visible on the screen, Selenium IDE will click on this element without any wait. Okay, if element is visible on the screen, Selenium will IDE will immediately click on this element, and it will not wait any time or any 30 seconds. Okay, there is no concept of timeout then, or you can say there is no concept of wait time. If element is visible on the screen, Selenium ID will click on that element. Same for element 3. Okay, if element 3 is visible on the screen, Selenium ID will perform click operation on that element. Okay, now let's talk about the negative scenario. Let's suppose Selenium IDE tries to click on element 1. Okay, and this element is not visible on the screen. Okay, so in this case Selenium IDE will wait for 30 seconds to appear the element on web page before throwing no such element exception. Okay, so if the element is not visible, let's suppose we are Selenium ID is trying to perform click operation on element 1. Okay, and element 1 is not visible on the web page. Okay, in that case, and we are having implicit wait of 30 seconds. In that case, Selenium IDE will wait for maximum 30 seconds to appear the element on the web page before throwing no such element exceptions. Now, in this condition, there can be two possibilities, right? One is element is visible in the next 30 seconds. Okay. Second is element is still not visible after 30 seconds. Okay. In the first case, if the element is visible in the next 30 seconds, let's suppose element is visible after 15 seconds. Okay, or 15 or 20 seconds. In that case, element Selenium ID will click on that element, and it will switch to the next statement. Okay, and the negative and the second scenario is element is not still visible after 30 seconds. Okay, in that case Selenium IDE will throw the exception here. Okay, so if the element is not visible in next 30 seconds, okay, then after 30 seconds Selenium IDE will throw the exception here, no such element exception, and it will not execute the remaining commands. Okay, so guys, let me repeat this again. Let's suppose Selenium IDE will try to click on element 1. Okay, now there are two possibilities. Element 1 is visible on the screen. Okay, second possibility is element 1 is not visible on the screen. Okay, if the element is visible on the screen, okay, then Selenium IDE will click on this element and will move to next element. Click on element 2. Okay, now if the element 1 is not visible on the screen, in that case Selenium IDE will wait for maximum 30 seconds to appear the element on the web page, okay, before throwing no such element exception. Okay, now in this wait time there can be two possibilities. Okay, element is visible in next 30 seconds. Okay, if element appears in next 30 seconds, it will click on the element and move to the next statement, that is click on element 2. Okay, now in this in the second possibility, if the element is not still visible in next 30 seconds, okay, in that case after 30 seconds Selenium IDE will throw the exception, no such element present on that page. Okay, same thing happen with element 2. Okay, let's try to understand. Let me draw some flowchart. Okay, we have operation click on element. Okay, there can be two possibilities. Element is visible, okay, and not visible. Okay, in the case of visible, it will click on element and move to next statement. Okay, so in the case if element is visible on screen, there is only one possibility. Click on it, will click on element and move to the next element. Okay, if element is not visible, okay, it will wait for 30 seconds. Okay, and if element is visible in next 30 seconds, it will click on the element, okay, and it will move to the next statement. And second possibility is if element is still not visible in next 30 seconds, then after 30 seconds Selenium IDE will throw no such element exception. Okay, so the important thing here is in Selenium IDE you have default value 30 seconds and you cannot modify implicit wait in Selenium IDE. Okay, so let me show you practically. Okay, let me launch Selenium IDE. Let me create a new project and automation testing. Okay, let me record one scenario here. Click on, let me launch Google and search Wikipedia here and click on this link. Okay, now we are trying to click on view history. Okay, I think this is the enough scenario for implicit wait example. Let me close the browser. Let me close the recording. Okay, let me give it name as task case 1 implicit wait. Okay, so guys, have a look. This is a positive scenario. Okay, if we run this script, everything will be smooth. Okay, it will execute the script without any issue. To do that, let me stop this key enter. Okay, if we don't press enter, we will not be moved to Wikipedia page, and when it will try to click on view history, element would not be visible on the screen, then it will wait for 30 seconds. Okay, let me try that thing. Let me delete this enter command and let me run the script. Okay, now in this thing, have a look on the browser. Okay, it's saying trying to find this element. So here it's waiting for this element to appear on the screen. Okay, and let's wait for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds it will show you like implicit wait is 30 seconds. This element is not visible in next 30 seconds. Okay, let's wait, have a look. So it's saying element is not visible, implicit wait timed out after 30 seconds. It's saying 30,000 milliseconds. Okay, that means 30 seconds. So implicit wait is 30 seconds in Selenium IDE. But so sometimes people get confused with WebDriver implicit wait time. Okay, in WebDriver you have default implicit wait is 0. Okay, in WebDriver you have to set that value to any value if you want to use implicit wait. But in Selenium IDE you have 30 seconds of implicit wait. And the next thing is you cannot modify the value of implicit wait in Selenium IDE. Okay, so guys, when it's a good thing to know that in Selenium IDE you have implicit wait value with 30 seconds. Okay, but don't get confused with WebDriver. In WebDriver default value is 0. Okay guys, that's all for today. Thank you so much.